Here's a little update on the beans. This is about 24 hours later, and we've got one that's busted open right now. That could be just from soaking up water. I don't know. I'm hoping that means it's some germination action, but we'll see as we go along. Well, now we're approaching 2 days. 2 days, and I can see that this bean here is definitely germinating. There's just a little bit of a sprout coming out right there, right at the tip. But now look here. This one here, that's got one coming right out of it. So these are germinating. Yeah, still got those other two to go. Now looky here. My hands are huge in here, in this little tank. Now this is the bottom of the sweet potato cutting that I've got in here. What I'm going to do, I cut this off because it's getting in the way of what I was doing, and it's going to be fine. But instead of just throwing this away, it's got roots on it, right? I'm going to plant this and see if a sweet potato will grow right from here. I have seen people do things like that, and it worked. So I'm going to plant this little part of a cutting with these dirty fingers and these dirty fingernails and see if we can grow something with just that. Sweet potatoes are beasts. We're going to see just how much of a beast. Oh, look at that little fat belly. Ha ha! Hey, y'all like boiled peanuts? Do you? Well, down here, every convenience store around, little gas stations, sells these boiled peanuts. I tell you what, when you get done with that cup, it's got a surprise. Look at there. The bottom of it makes a pretty good place to put that sweet potato cutting. Now, let me tell you something. These big fingers in this little jar are dangerous. As you can see here, things have happened. We had a little bit of spillage here with this right here. As small and flat as it is, it's quite tippy. Anyhow, look at those sprouting beans. We're working here now. Yeah, we're going to see about that sweet potato. We'll cover that up with a little bit of dirt there. Maybe we'll make us another one right there. Well, it's day 4 now, and the beans are looking great. I've got 3 in there that are definitely sprouted and ready for dirt. Let's see, this one here, this is like 4 out of 4. I think it's about to shoot off a little sprout, but I'm not sure. Now, there's the sweet potato that I put in there. I went ahead and covered it with soil. But this thing is problematic. It's too big to be in here. It's taking up too much real estate. And the dangers of me and my fat fingers knocking it over, dumping it, are too great. So it's going to come on out of there. We'll do something else with it. Now, day 4. Let's see. Let me just show you what else we got here. We've got the beans. Can I get these beans out of here? I wanted to show you the root growth on this lemon balm. What I'm seeing is an average of about 3 days of anything that I take a cutting of. 3 days, and you've got roots starting to form. See that? 3 days. It's about 3 days for the sweet potato. It's about 3 days for those lemon balm right there. And it was only about 2 days before those sprouted. Like I said, that's about 4 days worth of growth. Now, we come to the part where I've got a problem. I've got an idea that will not leave me. You know, you have lots of ideas in your head, and they pop up, all of them, and they say, hey, work on me, do me. You know, I want to be the idea. And I've got one that is standing up, and it's yelling, and it won't shut up. And I wish it would, but I'm going to go ahead and take up this challenge. Oh, I am going to enter Scott Head Single Seed Challenge again with a rattlesnake bean. I did one last year. I wasn't happy with how I did in that, and so I'm going to give it another try. And I'm going to show you the bean and tell you why I'm going to do it again. Okay, here we go. Ordinary little sandwich baggie with some extraordinary beans. These are the rattlesnake beans that I started with from the germination test. And tip of a spear point. These are in here because of a past episode that I made. I'm going to choose one of these to be my single seed challenge bean. And I've looked through them, thankfully, to save a little time already. I am going to choose this one. Now, I have been waiting. Okay, looky here. This bean right here, that's the one I'm going to use for my single seed challenge. I hope I've made a good choice. I've got those 4 others in there, but the challenge is about taking one bean or one seed, one single seed, and starting from that, not starting off 4, 5, or 10, and then choosing the best one, just choosing a single seed. So that's what I'm going to do. Put that right there. I thought I was going to start one from those others, but I realized that would be going against what we're trying to do here. Because sometimes it has come down in the past to just one single seed. One seed that made the difference. One seed that's grown to seed has made a difference, I'm sure, in the past. Now, the story of rattlesnake beans are very interesting, as many beans here in North America are, because rattlesnake beans are one of the ones that the Native Americans used. They grew these. They survived on these. These beans that we have today are the descendants of the ones that were saved along the Trail of Tears, that they brought with them. The Native Americans brought with these on the Trail of Tears with them to the reservations out west to help them survive. That's an amazing story, and a man named Green Greggs. You find his channel on YouTube, and he will tell you that. In fact, I will leave a link in the description for his video where he tells you that. Now, what am I doing? This is the day before Valentine's Day, the middle of February, and I'm starting a single seed of a rattlesnake bean that should not be started at this time of the year. But what if you needed to grow it out of season in order to survive? What if you needed to do that? That's the thinking that's behind this right here. I'm going to go ahead and start it and see if it'll germinate in here with the tank with the others. And I'm going to grow this. I'm going to, like as David the Good would say, push the zone for his tropical plants. But I'm pushing the zone on something that should be an annual, started much later in the year. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll do it totally aquaponics or hydroponics, or maybe I'll put it in the soil in a container inside with artificial light. to see what I can do with this one single seed. Now let's get him in the tank. Okay, here we go. Right down here in the tank. Push it down a little bit, get a little water going for it. And I am going to watch this single seed until it completes its life cycle. I'm going to watch it until I grow food from it and grow seed. Now, this is the thinking of this seed, and right now is kind of important. I know this is getting long, so I'll shut up soon. I'll make this quick. The place that I'm counting on to get seeds, more seeds for planting this year, they haven't gotten their seeds in yet. And we're hearing an awful lot of talk about seed shortages and food shortages. So that makes the idea that a single seed can be very important. And I like that. And doing unusual things to watch out for that seed and get your food to grow, well, this is a good time to be thinking about those. And that's what Scott Head is trying to do with this challenge, is to get you to really think about the value of just one seed. Now, if I can grow these out to seed early, before the season starts for my part of the world, maybe I can have 2 crops of these. One grown primarily inside and one outside. And I can make many, many more seeds from these. Rattlesnake beans are an incredibly productive bean. They're a great climber and extremely productive. A great tasting bean. I love rattlesnake beans. A lot of people around here do. And it's an heirloom. You can always count on it. Well, I hope I can count on that, and I hope it can count on me. Anyhow, this is day 1 of my single seed challenge with the rattlesnake bean. Scott Head's Single Seed Challenge 2021. I'm going to leave the hashtag in the description. I'm going to leave a link for Scott Head's video. Should any of you want to take up the Single Seed Challenge, I encourage you to do that. You'll be able to find his channel and the video to where you can join in the description of this video. Thank you, Scott Head, for offering this challenge for us to slow down and think about the value of just one seed. All right, y'all be good, and I will bring you back some updates on this seed as I go along. Y'all have a great day, and have a wonderful tomorrow.